Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Could you start by telling us the story behind Björn Borg and also what inspired the creation of the brand?
Björn Borg is, of course, originating to Björn Borg, the tennis player, who was the world's best tennis player at his times. I think he won 12 Grand Slams. And in the middle of his career decided to go into making underwear, and that was a huge success, which made the brand grow really, really quick. And mainly since then and up until the last 7-8 years, we've been a underwear brand. But then we decided to shift back to the brand's original thing, which is sports. So we decided to transfer the brand into a sports brand with a strong fashion edge. So that is what we've been working on the last, or especially from the last 6 years.
Okay. How do you see the brand growing within the markets? Is it the sports? Is that you're taking that call, or is that a demand you've met?
I think our ambition is to build a strong sports brand with a fashion edge to it. So we are something different. We're also wanting to, show something else, some other great advantages with training, instead of just running for gold medals and being the best at something, jumping the highest or the longest. For us, it's about train to live. So you want to train to feel better, to be happier, to have a longer life, be a better partner, and so totally different from the other strong sports brands. So we want to do something different and encourage people to train for their own sake, just to become better persons and better versions of themselves.
That sounds like a very Scandinavian quality. Does that play in as well, like the Scandinavian DNA and mindset?
Yeah, but I think for us it's important to have a strong purpose in what we do. It's not just about selling massive amounts of black t-shirts to anyone. We want to do something, we want to change something, we want to make people feel better and become better. So that is the whole purpose and why we are super committed to shift this underwear brand into a sports brand.
What are the key inspirations behind your current collection, and how do you balance timeless designs with contemporary trends?
I think the super inspiration that we try to do every season is, of course, our heritage. So look back into Björn Borg's life, to the way he used to live, his life in Monaco, which he spent most of his life, and try to make something that is super authentic and super close to the brand's DNA and heritage. So that is what we're doing. We are, of course, using a lot of data into the collection to make sure that we offer a super commercial but also very interesting collection, so we know what the end consumers are looking for, what they like and what they don't like, to make sure that we are as close to the end consumer as we can be. So we want to give them what they want, and also what they didn't know that they wanted.
They needed, yeah. Are there any signature products or design elements that truly capture the essence of Björn Borg?
I think especially we are very Scandinavian, so we are super minimalistic in our approach to everything. We don't want to add design elements just because of it. We always want to do things that has a purpose, so design elements has a function. We're also using our heritage, so we're using our tennis ball quite a lot on all designs. We are launching a new shoe collection where you will see the ball super visible everywhere. Sometimes it's more discreet, sometimes it's very bold. But using that, we're also using the cord lines from the tennis court quite a lot in our design. And we have a signature stripe. And so we try to use elements from the heritage so nothing is made up, that everything is coming from ourselves.
And can all the shoes and the clothing, can that be used both for leisure and for sport, or are there like designated lines?
I would say you could do both. Looking at the women's line, for example, all our training tights are perfect for lounge at home as well. So it depends a little bit on. We of course have a big sweat program with leisure products that you can use wherever. But we also have super performance products like running tights or running shorts. You have super feather things that are very designed to be worn when doing specific sports. And of course all our tennis products are also done to cater for everything you need, so you can fit all the balls in your pockets, and it's very functional.
Yeah. Who is your ideal customer, and what do you hope they feel when they choose a Björn Borg item?
I think our ideal consumer is someone who wants to become a better version of themselves, and that we hopefully can inspire them to do so. Maybe it's not the pro athlete that's going to come to us, but rather someone who feels the need to do a change and wants to become something else than they are today, so that we can inspire them through great design, through good products, but also through the mindset and the why that we have, that it's all about you and you decide your future. We're just here to support.
So it's a very holistic approach.
Yeah.
So it's also made to be used. Basically, you can put it on in the morning and it can work out throughout the entire day. Is that it?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. It's a very Scandinavian way as well.
It is.
I love it. How do you foster a strong connection with your audience through both your products and the brand storytelling?
We are super close into analyzing everything that our end consumer does. So we actually sit together a small team every other week at the head office to analyze what is it that they like, what don't they like, what colors do they like, what are things are being returned, how can we be better at that. So we analyze a lot of things. We also do a lot of A/B testing on our own e-com to see, did you prefer this one shot like this or like this? Did you prefer this t-shirt with a print or not? So we try to be as close as possible to the end consumer all the time.
That's really interesting. So while being close to the end consumer, you're also part of this whole big CIFF program. What does that give to a brand like Björn Borg to be able to meet with the buyers face to face in Copenhagen during Fashion Week?
I mean, it's super important for us, especially since we are in a transition to take the brand somewhere else. So we really need the opportunity to show for a big crowd of important buyers for us where we are, who we are, and what we have become. It's so easy for otherwise for people to stay and it's like, oh, you are an underwear brand. But when they come to CIFF and when they see our booth, or what we call it, they will see that we have become something different, that we are something more than what we have been.
And also with the timeless aesthetic that you have, it's also, I would guess, quite important that people get like a touch and feel of the product.
Yeah, for sure. Yes,
yeah.
Yes.
So this January, what do you think will be the main hit? What can people expect when they visit your spot?
They can expect a totally new line of shoes. We have had all our shoes on a licensee deal before. Now we're taking everything in-house, so it's very much closer to the brand's heart. Everything is designed by us, and it's very much more aligned than it's ever been before. We have increased the quality, and it's a beautiful shoe collection. So I think that is something very new. We've also really enhanced our women's collection, so we have redone most of our basics. So we have an almost totally new sports line for women as well, which I think is going to be very appreciated.
Amazing. Thank you so much.
Thank you.